In this tutorial, I'll be going over how I set up Companion with a Logitech Slide Advancer to work with multiple computers. To do this, you'll need a computer with Companion, a Logitech Slide Advancer, mine is the R800, one or more computers for showing slides. I'll use PowerPoint on a PC and a Mac. And to control these computers, either Victrio Listener or OSC Point installed on each computer you want to control. I will go over both with PowerPoint. Before I get into things, I want to go over the physical side of my setup. I have a dedicated micro PC running Companion that's embedded in the Pelican case with my Stream Decks. This is where the receiver for the Slide Advancer is plugged in. The Companion machine and two laptops running PowerPoint are plugged into a network switch to give me the network connection needed.
First, I create an emulator for the clicker to be treated like a surface in Companion. To do this, go to Surfaces and click Add Emulator. Just like with a Stream Deck, you can assign the emulator to a specific page. By default, the clicker is set to the upper left corner of buttons, with the previous mapped to 01, the next to 02, Start Slideshow button to 11, and 03 for the blackout button. This can be changed using the offset feature. Check the box for Logitech R400, MasterQ, and Descent. Click on the folder icon to start your emulator. For this to work, the emulator has to have priority. This is much easier to do with a dedicated Companion machine.
Each computer you want to control the slides on will need to have either Victrio Listener or OSC Point installed and running with one connection for each computer. Currently, OSC Point is only for Windows, but Victrio will run on both Mac and PC. You can use the default settings for Victrio. I recommend using a password. For OSC Point, you need to set up the connection with Companion by going to the OSC Point tab after you've installed it. All that's left to do now is set up the actions. With OSC Point, you can set the next slide and previous slide directly from the list. If you're using Victrio, you use single special key and right arrow for next and the left arrow for previous. You can also use page up and page down, but I use the arrow keys since they're near the top of the list. With OSC Point, you can use the start and blank screen options. As you can see, I have to start the presentation from the Mac running Victrio. Because Companion sees the clicker the same way it sees a Stream Deck, it can be used with other programs as well. You just need to set up the actions you want with the corresponding button. I played with doing this in vMix as well, for example. I hope this tutorial has been helpful.